this concept you mentioned before about modularity, right? This is something, as you have more children, when the popular brand Rove Concepts came out with a spin-off called Rove Lab recently, I didn't know what to think. Rove Lab's offering is completely different than Rove Concepts. Their products are made for a different customer, one who's looking for convenience, style, and functionality over luxury. Rove Lab couches are boneless, meaning they don't have a frame inside. They come in small boxes and inflate like mattresses do into their eventual shape. So I needed to see firsthand if these were the real deal or just a marketing gimmick. Stay tuned to find out. They call me the Couch Whisperer. I help real people find real couches. Today's real people came to me with a very specific problem. They spent a ton of cash on a brand new couch less than 2 years ago. We can't tell you the name, but it rhymes with West Elm. They decided it was time to replace it, but this time they needed to get it right. They wanted something that was versatile, something that was modular and very cleanable for their young family of 2 girls and a very precocious beagle. I think we've found the perfect match for them, and it just got delivered. Let's go check it out. Hey, how are you guys? Yeah. Let's go see it. Wow, I love it. Thank you, Alex. Now, the first question I have for you guys is, do you always wear the same color profile as the couches you have?
I do like neutrals, so.
You guys are a bunch of neutral guys. Go with the flow.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, what are you guys thinking? Like, are you happy with it?
So happy.
Loving it.
When we started talking, you guys had this other couch. It was nice at first, but it really wasn't holding up. And we don't want to disparage this company. It's a top retailer. We're not going to say the name.
West Elm?
What? So you got this West Elm couch. It wasn't really holding up.
You know, it started fading. It was too fluffy. You'd sink down into it.
I believe too fluffy, that is a technical industry term. It was sinky. I think, Jane, you had used the word saggy,
yes,
which is not a word you want to hear in conjunction with pretty much anything.
Kind of sunk further and further and further into it the longer we had it.
It was quite small for your needs. You guys have 2 young girls, I think, when you got it. These kids, they grow up so fast. This Ottoman piece, which is a floating Ottoman and turns this into a sectional, was really a pretty big difference maker.
It's probably about 10 inches longer, but it feels a lot bigger. I think the other couch, we all couldn't sit and watch a movie. We would often put the girls on the floor and try to convince them that a picnic was a fun idea. So this, they will sit on this, and we could also put, you know, a blanket over it and put tables, have some food here or popcorn. And Steve and I will watch TV back here after the girls go to bed. I also just want to be able to stretch out and maybe not have to touch him.
I thought you guys were married. You don't.
Exactly.
So you wanted something that was bigger in size, was more versatile for your specific lifestyle, was more upright. All of those things seem to have been solved with this couch. When you reached out to me, I had just heard of this new brand, Rove Lab. Now, Rove Lab is the sort of child company or sister company of Rove Concepts, which is a really cool sort of high-end brand that I've known about for a long time. So I was really interested to see what Rove Lab was all about. When I sent you the link to take a look at rovelab.com, like, what were you thinking, Jane?
I was happy that they had more colors. I had looked at other couches and it came in like 2 colorways. We didn't want white because of the kids. We have a dog too who's itching to be part of this video. Also, it was pretty cool that over time we could maybe get another piece, get additional pillows. You know, the modular aspect of it was really nice.
This is technically 3 pieces, and this is the 4th, which can go really anywhere you want it to, and you see how easy it is to move. And now it's sort of like a traditional L sectional that I'm sitting on in a very awkward fashion. Another aspect of this, sock check. Do we need a sock check?
We found the 1 pair that don't have holes.
Rove Lab's whole deal is convenience, convenience, convenience. Place the order online. You had tracking like the next day. I think it shipped out in a couple days after that.
You showed up at the door and 4 beautiful boxes. They weren't super heavy. It's pretty cool. Like you open the box.
It's in a plastic wrap.
Compressed wrap.
Yeah.
Right. So you just take it out of there, take off the wrap, and then it gets bigger.
This concept of boneless couches, like boneless wings, without a wood frame inside is a little bit newer. It's extremely popular right now. So like Rove Lab is sort of peaking at the right time. But how does it feel support-wise?
Well, I don't like boneless wings. They're far inferior.
Okay.
But I'm into boneless couches.
Okay. You heard it here first.
It doesn't feel like it's gonna break if the kids jump on it. It is a lot lighter to move around. I mean, it's very supportive. I have some back issues and I tend to lie down and watch TV. And the foam is very comfortable for my back.
Versus the other couch had a lot of down in it as well. Down is one of those things that seems really comfortable, and it can be, but for long periods of time, it's not always the best. Fluff, too much fluff.
Too much fluff.
How about cleanability? Has anything spilled on this thing yet?
The first day, our youngest had face paint on, playing on the Ottoman, and face planted, and it was pink and purple all over the couch.
How did you clean it?
It seems like if there was something like wetter, like a spill, you should just be able to kind of dab it, but because this was sort of in the fiber, I just took a sort of damp paper towel and... This
concept that you mentioned before about modularity, right? This is something, as you have more children, Cut! Rove Lab sells modular pieces. It wasn't in the cards for right now, but a year from now, or you could throw in another armless piece here and extend it. Yeah, you guys could both probably lay down and never have to touch.
And never have to touch each other.
Yeah.
Which is really the goal.
And that's the point of every good marriage. Are you buying a new couch and want the inside scoop? Subscribe to our channel below so you don't miss any of the info that you need to know.